Alright, hold up.
Oh, don't worry. Which do you think has more unrealistic expectations for their significant other?
Girls.
Or guys?
Girls.
Why are y'all so obsessed with World War II?
Hitler.
Do you think it's weird if girls don't shave their legs?
Yes.
Do you like it when girls call you dude or bro?
I don't care.
Is it a turn off if a girl is smarter than you?
No.
Do you think two people can truly stay friends after breaking up?
Hell no.
How do you typically describe your crush to your friends?
Hot.
Are messy buns really that attractive?
Yes.
Do you usually notice when a girl uses Facetune?
Yes.
Do you think guys or girls cheat more in relationships?
Girls.
If a girl says to you that she has gotten plastic surgery, is that a turnoff?
Yes.
How do y'all eat so much yet still manage to be so skinny?
Hey there, so you're looking to get better at this game, which is what I'm hoping for. That's the main reason you're here, right? Well, I'll try and help with that the best way I can. Just to clarify, this guide is for any player, whether advanced or noob, so, I mean, with all that aside, let's just get straight into it. So, perks. The thing that could change a game's tide and benefit a helping hand to your teammates. Now, to start getting into the discussion, we're going to have to talk about teachables, because teachables are a really, really, really important thing in this game if you at least want to win. Because standard perks really just aren't enough. Now, the thing you should know is that even though a perk may seem useless, it has a purpose and it will serve it almost no matter what. Things like No Mither, Soul Survivor, Self-Care, and Deja Vu all have a use and oftentimes of need. Now, I'll put a video on the builds for it soon, but until then, good luck. Also, my build, let me explain it to you. It consists of Dead Hard, Prove Thyself, and Dead Hard, Prove Thyself, Spine Chill, and Adrenaline. Really good perks to put together. It allows you to do a lot of stuff, but it's just my playstyle. I do not recommend going off of it, so here. Gens. The thing that we have to engrave into our minds as survivors because it is very important. After all, it takes lots of time and probably is the only way to win any game in general, because you can't really rely on the thing called hatch too much. Now, to start off, always as you spawn in, look for a generator. Do not just start walking around, because time is of the essence. If you get a gen to 2% before a killer chases you, then that's just wasting time, or you just got very unlucky. If you get a generator to 50% before a killer finds you, that is a really good thing, because that means the killer, basically just wasted a lot of time, and anybody can go back to that gen and work on it, get it done. When you're working on a gen, that's where instinct comes into play, because you have to listen for a skill check warning. Unless they have the perk called Lullaby, which can sometimes disable it, but most of the time they won't. I recommend only hitting the black part of the skill check, because, the white part, it's just really too hard to hit, and I've missed a lot of times just trying to go for the white one. It's probably one of the only reasons I miss it. And it does help, but, it's yeah. Try to stay on the gens unless you know they're coming, because if they're not coming, then you just ran away from a gen and you wasted precious time. What if we were, almost about to get it done, you needed to get it done, but he's also chasing somebody else? Unless it's a really terrifying killer, like, let's say, Bubba, aka Leatherface, Billy, Nurse, Deathslinger, and Ghostface. And, that's when you want to start running. To show you a little trick I invented, it's called the 10-50-30. It's really hard, but it works when it goes right. So, if you get 3 gens, you need to have Spine Chill, Prove Thyself, and either Fixated or Urban Evasion. Get 1 gen to 10% and 1 gen to 15%, and just 1 to 30%. Now, The perks can really help in any way, in any situation, from escape, info, and gens. Use Spine Chill to determine whether the killer is coming to you or not. Try to have a buddy with Prove Thyself, because if you don't have a buddy, try and look for Hatch, not the gens. And if they are coming, try and use Urban Evasion or Fixated to escape, because they give you speed in whatever way possible. Also, try and spread the pressure till one of the gens gets done, or otherwise you're gone. This part of Dead by Daylight is really, really important, because first of all, without your teammates, you're basically nothing. You're just a little weakling on the field that can't do anything else. Now, to save someone from the hook is a difficult task, but you need to rely on the fact to get safe unhooks. Right here is an example of an unsafe unhook. He unhooked me right next to the killer, so it unfortunately got me downed. Now, to show you an example of a safe unhook, first of all, we have to talk about awareness. Now, awareness is a really strong feature in this game because, first of all, you do have to be aware, like headphones. Keep your camera almost everywhere so you can clearly see where everything is, from generators, windows, pallets, and the killer most importantly. Now, if they face camp, you nearly can't save them unless you have something like borrowed time, or, you take hits for them really well. Another thing, also, if you just got unhooked, I recommend healing them right off of the hook. Here, we're very soon, I'll show you a example of it, of a safe unhook and what you should do right after the hook. Now, let's talk about those perks. Borrowed time is a really great perk for unhooking because as soon as a person is off the hook, they have 20 seconds of endurance, which basically means an extra health state, which they'll be put into the mend state, which means you have to leave immediately after that. We're Gonna Live Forever is a really amazing perk as long as the killer is not nearby, because if they are super nearby, they're just gonna go right back and probably kill one of you. We're Gonna Live Forever makes it so your healing speed right off of hooking is however much times faster, but it's really, really good. Another one would probably be Medal of Man. If you take enough protection hits, you're gonna be able to take 3 extra hits for somebody, which will be really, really nice in the end, trust me. Also, yeah, if they're on their last hook and you're on your first, please, for God's sake, take hits. They really need that extra time in the game to either pip up or at least do something. Now, right here is an example of a safe unhook. The killer is going away to the point where I do not hear the heartbeat any longer, and of course, I can easily get the save. Now, right here is a great example to show off a really necessary thing that a lot of new people misunderstand, that as soon as you unhook somebody, you're supposed to heal them. If they run away, try and chase after them, because at that point, they're just endangering themselves, and probably even as worse as endangering you, because they don't have any other way to survive if they get found, because they're going to have only one health state and they're immediately going to get downed once again. Now, right here was a great example of that. I cannot stress this enough, how important this is. Like, at this point, this is probably the most important thing in the history of this game, because without comms and partying, you almost can't win. Joining people off of posts, meeting people online that like to play this game, all that stuff is really important because it helps you have some type of communication, helps you have some type of call out. If you do not know what the killer is and you're vulnerable to it, somebody could say, hey, it's Ghostface, so watch out, you might be getting stalked. And that's really useful information. If somebody says they're getting chased, that's extremely useful because you can use that time while they're getting chased to get gens done. Also, if somebody's about to go down and you need to help them, then it would be a beautiful idea to try and figure out where they are. If you don't have friends, I'm sorry, good luck with that. Try finding a Discord If you're on Xbox, try Post. If you're on PS4, I really don't know how that works. I'm an Xbox player, sorry, but you guys can figure something out. Now, I truly don't know who invented this tactic, but I do know that it is probably the most used tactic by anybody that is near my skill level, or, any high skill level in just general, because looping is a big time waster for the killers, and if they waste that time on you, your teammates could use that time to get lots of things done. As you're seeing in this example, I'm running this Huntress around, a simple loop, which I would really abuse in a time of need. The Huntress is, of course, not that skilled, because in this little part here, I'm having my friends help me make this video, and I'm also trying to teach them a little bit as much as I can. Right now I'm being chased by Caden, really cool guy, I guess. So yeah. To run around something like that loop, you always have to drop the pallet at the last second. Do not drop it early unless it's a Huntress that knows how the thing works. Like as soon as you drop the pallet in their face, they're going to respect it, and they're going to throw a hatchet directly in your face. It's really stupidly strong. You can easily avoid it if you know the killer's going to do that by wasting a health state, like the healthy state, to see if the killer does that. If the killer does do that, then you know now that you can fake pallets, and it would cause them to lose distance. Really nice. If you know how many hatchets they have, I recommend trying to bait them. If they have 5, as soon as they use 5, you should start worrying on hatchets unless they leave you to go get it. And yeah, that's basically everything you need to know about looping. One more thing, always hug the walls. I've seen so many people do this right in front of me where they do not hug the walls, and they lose so much distance thanks to it. Why do I feel like I have a lisp? Just don't forget that pallets are a really useful thing in this game. Do not waste them, especially the one at Shack. Because the other survivor in this game that just got downed is Adam, and he used the God pallet. That's what they call it, the pallet in Shack. And at the end of the game, when I was trying to run to the gate, I didn't have the God pallet, so I got downed, I got killed, and it resulted in a loss towards me. But in Adam's case, it didn't. I tried to teach him this multiple times. He just keeps on forgetting. Doesn't matter, as long as he gets the idea that God pallet is really important for players and that he should save it as much as he can. If you're going to use the God pallet, I recommend using it around 3, 2, or 1 gen left. Basically just not too early into the game, because people are going to need it later, and it's really dangerous for people that don't have it. So you made it this far. Well, that's pretty amazing, because if you did, that means you really did need help, and I'm glad to spend the time making this video doing that. And, yeah, well, this is going to be the end of the video. Thanks to my boys Adam Potter and Caden the Flash for helping me with this video. I couldn't have done it without them, and yeah, that's it. Bye.